So here's the deal. I wish I was coming to you today with another crazy build video. But instead, life threw me a curveball. We're moving, which means my shop, my happy place, my creative outlet, it's going into boxes, and honestly, the timing could not be worse. Just as this channel feels like it's starting to breathe, I'm forced to hit pause. And that's scary because momentum is fragile. Stop posting and you wonder, do people forget? Will they move on? Do I lose the thing I've been building piece by piece? Then doubt creeps in. Are shop layouts and dust collection videos even interesting? And how do I even tell the story, and why would anyone want to watch? But I can't fake my way through this. This is where I am, and for the next few months, this is what I can give. Here's what I know. Momentum doesn't live in a shop or a schedule. It lives in persistence, in showing up even when it looks different. This season may not be about fancy furniture builds. It may be about the messy middle, shop moves, workbenches, tool layout. But I'm not walking away, and I'm not giving up. And I'm not going to pretend it's something that it's not. So I invite you to come along, and let's tackle this together. Before I look ahead, I need to acknowledge what's been built so far. This little shop has been my classroom, my testing ground, the place I have failed more times than I can count, and somehow still created things that I'm proud of. Unlike so many woodworkers, I was late to the game. Only 5 years in, and yet here I stand in a shop full of tools, projects, and memories. Every tool has a story. Some came when money was tight, some were gifts, and some I saved for patiently. Yeah, this one for 5 years. Each one taught me something. Some carried the sting of frustration, others the joy of finally figuring something out. And the truth is, my best teacher, it's been failure. Murphy's Law wasn't just a saying in this shop, it was a hard reality. But failure humbled me. It stretched me, it shaped me. This space taught me patience, and nothing worth building happens fast. That every project has something to teach you if you're paying attention. And maybe the most important lesson, joy isn't in the finished piece, it's in the process of making it. So as I start boxing things up, I can't help but look back with gratitude for the projects, for the sparks of inspiration when I felt stuck, for the times I almost quit but didn't, and for the community of makers who pushed me and reminded me I'm not alone. What a journey it's been, and the best part, it's only just beginning. Moving a shop isn't just about lugging tools from one place to another. For so many of us weekend woodworkers, it represents something bigger. More space, better tools, bigger projects. But then reality shows up. Money, time, family responsibilities, always keeping that dream just outside of reach. That's been my battle. This move has been a tug of war between what I want and what I can actually do. Do I want a 1,000 square foot dedicated shop? Absolutely. But it just isn't an option right now. And I know many of you feel the same way. Space is never perfect, it's never enough. But part of being a woodworker is learning to make the most of what you have, even when it's far from ideal. So for me, this isn't just a shop move, it's a test. A challenge in how to keep building, how to keep creating content, even when the dream shop feels out of reach. Well guys, we're in the new house, which means I'm in my new workshop, and feelings, a lot of anticipation, nervousness, probably a little anxiety mixed in with that.
This space, of course, has so much potential, but right now it is a complete wreck. I've got tools everywhere. I don't even know where to start. So this morning we're gonna actually try to start organizing some of this, getting in a place where it makes sense. Glad that you guys are gonna come along for the ride.
I'm in the middle of it. Chaos. Tools scattered, boxes stacked too high, a shop that doesn't quite function yet. There's excitement, sure, but underneath it, a knot of anxiety. Because the truth is, this isn't just my space, it's still a family garage. Bikes, storage bins, a refrigerator, everyday things my family still needs. And sometimes I feel selfish. Selfish for wanting more, for wanting it all to myself. But then I remember, I'm not just a woodworker, I'm a husband, a dad, and sacrifice, that's part of the deal. Still, the desire doesn't go away, it lingers. That quiet longing for more room, more freedom, more possibilities. And maybe that's the real tension, holding both at once. The selfish pull of wanting it all, and the selfless joy of giving it up. Because this isn't about building the perfect shop, it's about finding balance. About creating solutions that work, not just for me, but for my entire family.
All right, Doug, say hi, Doug. Say hi to YouTube.
Hey, what's going on?
So one of the first things I wanted to do was focus on getting power. There's two 220 legs coming off of the breaker box. This is one, and then I have another one on the other side of the garage. And based on the way the layout is, I'm gonna have my planer, which is 220, my joiner, which is 220, and then my bandsaw, which is 110 or 220. I can wire it any way. But what we did was we ended up coming out of this junction box of the 220 down to another junction box. We hit my first 220 junction, branched off with another 110, and then came back here as well and hit with another 220. So as you can see, this leg is wired up, should be able to handle anything I throw at it. I have one that's identical like this on the front of the garage as well. That's going to handle the dust collection as well as the table saw. So man, we have all the power I think we're gonna need.
Storage. This has led to what my wife and I call some intense moments of extreme fellowship. You see, part of me cringes at the idea of creating space for things we don't use anymore, or we use once a year, or we keep around only because they're sentimental. But hey, that's me, I'm dead inside. But still, storage is non-negotiable. And in this garage, where every square inch feels like the battle of the bulge between my family's needs and my dream shop, I had to get creative. So I looked up, literally, that forgotten space above the garage door and along the ceiling. Suddenly it looked like prime real estate. My solution? Overhead racks from Amazon. Yeah, I said Amazon. Could I build something myself? Of course, but honestly, I didn't want to. There are so many other projects I needed to build, and ceiling racks wasn't one of them. At least that's what I told myself. Turns out those easy install racks needed extra support, new rafters, and way more work than I bargained for. So by the end, I probably could have just built the things from scratch. But that's woodworking life, isn't it? The projects you think will be quick end up dragging on forever. And sometimes all you can do is laugh, shake your head, and keep moving. As if the stress of moving isn't enough on its own, adding it right as my channel finally started to gain traction has been the perfect recipe for a few sleepless nights. So if you've made it to this point in the video, I truly want to say a heartfelt thank you. Thank you for sticking it out with me and for showing your support. And if you're new here and you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. It means the world to small creators like me trying to carve out a space on this crazy platform. For now, the next 6 months looks different, but I want to embrace that season and I hope you'll embrace it with me. Some videos may fall flat, but I'm learning it doesn't have to shake me. Not every idea lands the way I pictured it, and some projects that I thought would inspire end up quietly fading into the background. And my shop, it isn't finished. Maybe 80% at best. There are still things like this unbelievably frustrating storage cabinet waiting to be assembled, workbenches that need to be built, and the slow grind of getting just a few more things out of boxes. And honestly, that last 20% always seems to demand the most determination, in the shop and in life. Maybe the shop isn't perfect yet, and neither is the story, and that's what keeps me building. Because just like every project I take on, this journey isn't about perfection. It's all about progress. So here's to the unfinished spaces, to half-built projects, and to pushing through that last 20%. And finally, to all of our stories, even the ones we're still writing.